The Nexus 4 changed things for Google. Unlike its predecessors, it came closest to Google's original vision of breaking away from the expensive carrier contract way of purchasing. Its much-discussed successor, the Nexus 5, has now arrived. Can it live up to the massively high expectations lavished on it prior to announcement, and drive Google's reference brand hardware into the hands of new owners? Things get a little more interesting around the back, thanks to the bold Nexus branding and an oversized surround covering the XA0 lens to add some character. Below it sits an LED flash. The rear panel is made of a soft touch material which is warm to the touch. Grips well. Unlike many phones, it doesn't feel cheap or act like a fingerprint magnet to look at. The Nexus 5, in particular the black model, is incredibly understated. However, the shine of that massive glass front, the matte look rear cover and the Nexus logo across it sees it just edge into classy, but it borders on boring. It feels well screwed together, with no creaks or groans when flexing the body shell. The only letdown is the SIM card tray, which sits irritatingly, although minimally, proud along the right edge. It spoils an otherwise faultless package. We've since had a chance to see the white Nexus 5, and there are some subtle differences between the two. It's only the rear panel itself that's white, but while the black model is encased in a soft touch material, the white model's side panels are shiny black plastic. The only other detail, strangely, is the tiny speaker above the screen, which is almost silver in color. It's hard to say if one looks better than the other, but to hold, the black version has a more premium feel. One other thing, the SIM tray on the white model is flush with the chassis, indicating it's something to do with the soft touch covering on the black Nexus 5. Above the SIM tray is the power button. Press it and the 5-inch 1080p screen comes to life. Like the LG G2, the bezel running down the sides of the screen are very thin, making the phone feel far more compact than one would expect. You still need to shuffle it around in your palm to navigate quickly, but even those with small hands should be able to stretch a